Be grateful. Be grateful for why you can't figure it out. Can't understand why you're so fucking awesome. Can't figure out why you're so great. Can't figure out why you're so ahead of your time. Can't figure out why you have answers to things that no one even knows the question to. Be grateful for that. Be grateful for every single second. The goods, the bads, the ups, the downs, and learn from everything. Not only from your mistakes. Learn from everything. Learn from your highest points, your everything. And again, be grateful.
Recently I cried, but I was crying because, you know, usually I tend to see myself asking God for something all the time. God, get me out this situation. God, make this better. God, I want this for my life, for myself. Now I just be like, thank you, God. And I don't know how to ever be so graceful. You know, like the happiness that I possess, I just want to protect that. Right. I just want that peace. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I get to do what I fucking love for real, and I'm not in prison, I'm not dead. The fact that I overcame all this adversity and all of these obstacles, that, you know, all the bullshit, I'm thankful, yo. I'm more than thankful. It's not even a word, because that's an understatement.
I don't complain because it's somebody watching this podcast right now that are not as well off as me and you, but they're happy. So if they don't complain, why should we complain? I used to complain, but there's a military hospital in the U.S. called Walter Reed, and I used to go see the soldiers, the wounded soldiers that come home from war. One time I came in, guy had no arms, no legs, and was happy as can be. Was happy as can be, was happy to see me, and he was saying, hey, I'm waiting for this robotics to come back. They're gonna get me some new arms and new legs, and I'm going back to fight for the country. And I was like, say that again? He said, man, I'm going back. And he was happy, and we were taking pictures, and never, oh, what, why, what? Like, so I was like, here I am making a whole lot of money, and every time I get an injury, I complain. No more complaining from that day on. That was like 95, 96. And then as I walk around and see people laying on the streets, like, I live a good life. Pressure is when you don't know where your next meal is coming from. So why complain? Especially when you have a job, when you have a career, when you make a little money. At that point, it just becomes whining.
Be grateful, be happy, be excited. God gave you another fucking moment, a second. It's a motherfucker driving a Ferrari, mad that he got a Ferrari. But it's a motherfucker in a Honda wishing he had a Ferrari. It's a motherfucker riding a bike wishing he had a Honda. It's a motherfucker at a bus stop wishing he had a fucking bike. It's a motherfucker homeless on a bench wishing he had car fare to be on a bus because it's too fucking cold outside. It's a motherfucker in a hospital bed wishing he was fucking homeless to even walk because he's paralyzed. And it's a motherfucker dead, burning in hell right now, wishing he was fucking a paraplegic, so at least, even though his body don't work, his mouth work, and he'd be praying every motherfucking day trying to avoid going to the hellfire. Be grateful, man. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. And never let desperation change your destination. Never let frustration change your destination. Never let temptation change your destination. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard, but it's worth it. God is hard, but he's not denying you. He's delaying you. And that delay is preparation. He's preparing us, man. I cried so many nights wishing I had a mother, wishing I had a father, not knowing God was preparing me for something that I didn't even know I was supposed to have. Huh? He created a homesickness for a place I've never been.
Goals Becoming You.